just got to have one of these Nanaimo bars. Oh, hey, it's me, Ciscoe Morris, and here's what's coming up on Gardening with Ciscoe. These aren't strange black tubes. They're a way to build instant raised beds. Discover the best old school tools for weeding in tight spaces. Take pesto beyond basil. Oh, it is like a little present. And visit gorgeous Lakewold Gardens and discover a way to bring the whole garden home with you. All this and more coming up right now on Gardening with Ciscoe. I'm Ciscoe Morris.
And I'm Megan Black. Welcome to Gardening with Ciscoe.
Megan, we are at one of my all-time favorite gardens.
I know.
Lakewold Gardens, just south of Tacoma in Lakewood. 10-acre estate. There's always so many new things to discover. We'll show you some cool ones on the show today.
And it's just so beautiful here. But first, we need to check out this guy's latest discovery. If you want an instant raised bed, then get your hands on some of these odd-looking black tubes. Planting sausages. You know, I kind of never had that imagery conjured up in my head before. But you look at these babies. What the heck is this?
These are made by Cedar Grove, and they're fabric that water can get through. You're never going to have to weed.
Wow.
Maybe you have a deck or you're way up on the top of a high rise, you know, and you've got a little outside area. You could plant this up and have a vegetable garden. Go vertical, yeah.
So you have some strawberries here.
Strawberry slugs eat all your strawberries when you grow them on the ground. This will be perfectamento.
Okay, well, let's see how we do this thing.
All right, now here's the big thing. I haven't actually tried this yet, but someone said a dibble works. All right, the word is hayaku. Here we go. Hey! All right. And I want to get these, you know, good spacing.
They got some strawberries here, so I'm probably going to need to rip the hole open a little bit more.
Yeah, you might need to.
Okay.
And
then just cram them in there?
Yeah, cram them in there. Oh, I see. We're going to need a big hole. Here, Megan, I'll tell you what I'll do here. Let's
cut it a little bit
easier, yeah. I don't want to make them too big.
Right.
The only reason is because I don't want, you know, weeds to grow around them. Can you get them in there?
Yeah.
Oh, perfectamento. You know, I'm not sure yet.
But do you need to fertilize anything?
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to use liquid fertilizer in this, so I'll, you know,
why don't you hand me your hole maker?
Oh, yeah, all right, here you go.
Because I have a feeling we're going to do some kale.
Yeah, we're going to do kale.
Okay,
actually,
now here's the test to see if I can do this,
All right, yep.
Woo!
Wait a minute, you didn't say hayaku.
Oh, but I did it. Okay, hayaku. Okay.
All right.
Haiku.
Oh, not bad.
Haiku.
Oh,
Haiku.
Look at, wow,
Haiku.
Holy cats.
Now, I also noticed you got some netting along the side here. What's going up there?
I'm going to grow some peas up there. The pea vines, they should climb right up there, and I don't want them to get in the way of the other guys, so I've got them over here.
Look at that, and so they'll just climb up the sides.
Yeah, they'll just climb up the side.
And I'm sorry.
Peas do that so well.
What is this?
Oh,
Brussels sprouts.
Of course, we got to put that right in the middle up here.
Right here. I'll put it in one of the smaller holes. How big do they get? Oh, man. So you could do vegetables, herbs, I'm assuming? You
could do herbs really well in here.
You could probably even grow some, like some of them that creep over off to the side.
Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, you know what I've got in here even? I got some squash here to hang down. I'll probably plant that over here, let it kind of go this way so it doesn't interfere too much with the other stuff. One thing you might want to do, Megan, if you start forgetting what you're putting in there, you know, this is multi-pick squash, so, you know, got to make sure that I remember what the heck I planted. Most of this I'll keep track of, you know.
And you know, I'm sure once the first watering, you'll clean it off and it'll look good.
Yeah.
I can see how that would be pretty attractive. It's a little weird looking to begin with.
It takes some getting used to, you know.
A new idea. What a great one for an apartment patio or condo patio. Yeah. Doesn't take a lot of space, but you can grow a boatload of stuff here.
And no weeding. I don't think we'll ever be weeding this, you know, so and the slugs will have a heck of a time getting in there.
It'll give you more time for the rest of the stuff.
Oh, la, la. can find those incredible garden sausages, garden socks at Cedar Grove Compost.
And you know, there is a huge benefit to using those in the garden, and that's you don't appreciate just how much 2 feet of those tubes weighs as you're lugging them around the garden. It's quite the workout if I don't say so myself. Up next. If you use these tools and use them often, keeping your flower beds weed-free will be easy.
And later, a piece of Lakewold Garden you can take home.
Welcome back to Gardening with Ciscoe from Lakewold Gardens here in Lakewood. We are cruising through their shade garden right now, and this is the time of year to see it. Look at these trilliums. I love that color.
I think this is a Kobayashi trillium.
Oh,
They're
I know
really
it is.
rare.
And we have the hellebores.
Beautiful
and,
hellebores.
Look at these little guys.
Yeah, this is false Solomon seal. Aren't they cute?
They are
These,
really
they'll
cute.
open up into little bells. They're wonderful.
Oh, cute.
These are trout lilies. These are actually native to Washington State. I love how there's more than one flower on each stem.
And you know what I like the most is even if you get in here deep down, there are no weeds in here because of the thick brush and the growth that they have.
Yeah, well, we have thick brush in our house, and we have weeds everywhere in both of our gardens.
I know. We always need a little help from our friends, don't
Yeah, and Hendrika Schraven showed us all the great tools he used to keep a garden like this weed-free. Got weeds in your flower beds? Meet your new best friends. Hendrika Schraven has a handful of tools he relies on for getting annual weeds out of tight spaces. But first, remember, tools alone don't get the job done.
Everything is techniques, okay? Technique is number one. So if you have the right tool for the job, things get easier. If you have the right technique, they even get easier. This is what I call a Dutch hoe, and these were commonly used in the fields, farm fields, but they work really, really well in gardens. We would wait to hoe certain weeds till it was summertime. You have a dry day, the soil is still moist to get your hoe in, but at the same time, you start hoeing and you get all this stuff kind of to the surface, and it starts to dry out. You just leave it laying there and let the sun just cook it, right?
This smaller Dutch hoe is sharp all around, so it cuts weeds when you push and when you pull.
So this one is small. It can get around your plant material without damaging it. I can go right underneath this, get close, and not damage anything.
For tougher weeds, say aloha to the hula hoe.
The hula hoe is actually great to go a little deeper and to really pull on things, because you can really get it in and pull deep. So that's a plus point.
Once your weeds are gone, break out the rake to finish the job.
So we're still going to rake, and I'm going to show you how I rake. So I don't pick up all the good compost on top, I only pick up the weeds. And there's tricks and strategy to everything. So I don't rake like this to pick up my weeds, because I'm also taking all the good stuff and throwing it away, bringing it to the green waste, and then I have to buy it back from them of what I just dumped there. Not a good idea. This is the only thing you want to be left with. Weeds with the roots on it, onto the compost pile, or bring them to the green waste department.
So grab those tools, hone that technique, and don't forget the last thing you need to conquer the weeds: timing.
The trick is, be ahead of the game. It saves you 10 times the amount of work later.
I love that hula hoe. If nothing else, the name of it's kind of cool.
Oh, it sure is. Hey, this is my favorite hand tool.
No doubt.
The dig it, you know. And you can tell from looking at this baby's seen a lot of weeds.
I have 2 of them because of you. Thank you very much. I lost one and then found him in the dirt with that bright handle.
Oh, they sure work good. Hey, coming up next, Make 3 different types of pesto with fresh seasonal herbs.
And we're doing it old school. Stay with us. Welcome back to Gardening with Ciscoe from Lakewold Gardens in Lakewood. You know, Ciscoe, they have several dozen different kinds of Japanese maples here. Look at this pink one. Those aren't flowers, those are the leaves.
I know, it looks like flowers.
Isn't
it's
it amazing?
Beautiful.
What a gorgeous time of year to come visit. Wow.
Well, talking about spicy things, I got to make some great pesto, and man, was it good.
Oh, I love basil. That's the best.
No, we didn't use basil. We used a lot of other flavorful herbs to make it
Wow.
really good. Holy cats. Lynn, look at all the stuff we've got. This is going to be something really fancy today.
We're going to have some fun, that's for sure. Yeah, you know, finally it's spring. We're seeing fresh, local baby herbs. I thought we would take advantage today and make some pesto.
Pesto?
But not just any pesto, you know. We're going to play around. We're going to take some different things from our bulk department and we're going to sort of travel the world in pesto.
So you mean pesto could be something just besides basil?
Yeah, very much so.
Oh,
very much
wow.
so. Okay, so I tell you what, we're going to design a little bit of, item to serve our pesto on. And this is one of my favorite little techniques, very rustic, very fun. These are baby new potatoes, got some butterlings and some little reds. And I've just put them in parchment, little olive oil, and we're going to give them a little bit of coarse salt here. And then we're just wrap up the top like this.
So what's that you're wrapping it in?
It's parchment paper.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? The oil doesn't leak out, the juice doesn't leak out, and you can just put them right in the oven.
You can cook it right
in here. Yep, we're just going to throw them in the oven. Isn't that fun?
Wow.
Okay. Toss those
Pretty
in.
simple.
I know.
So these two look beautiful. You've already made. So what's in those?
So I made these ahead, and this was one of my favorite ones for seafood, like salmon and halibut on the grill. Okay. So it's fennel, Reggiano, some roasted garlic, hazelnuts, fresh basil, and then extra virgin olive oil, of course. So it's chunky and it's bright and it's got some spice to it. Now this one, speaking of spice, I love this. This is kind of Moroccan. It's almost like a harissa. It's got dried chilies, roasted sweet peppers, pistachios, mint, parsley, feta.
Holy
Isn't that
cats.
fun? Okay, I can't wait for you to taste that one. Okay, and now we're gonna make sort of a Mexican style pesto, all right? And I love these flavors. First of all, give me that garlic, if you will.
Alrighty.
Now go ahead and pile those pumpkin seeds.
Right on.
These are salted, roasted pumpkin seeds. Yep,
there you
isn't
go,
that
guys.
fun?
Oh, yeah.
And give me a big squeeze of lime juice on there,
There you
Ciscoe.
go. Oh, I love cilantro.
I know, isn't this fun? And then, right on the cutting board, this makes me happy. We're gonna drizzle it with a little olive oil. That's just to kind of bind the whole thing. And then we're gonna add a little bit of salt. So what we've done here is we've just kind of gotten the process started, gotten relatively even pieces there. You know, kind of the texture of a really tough pickle relish sort of thing. And then we're gonna use our little mortar and pestle. Yeah, you can sort of, concentrate on just getting in there and getting a smash and a twist.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you've got those muscles for, those gardening muscles. Okay, so now we're going to drizzle just a little bit more oil in there.
Okay.
We want to give it a little bit of nice consistency. Okay, that looks awesome.
Okay.
So what we'll do is we will transfer this into our little bowl here, and then we'll go get our beautiful roasted potatoes, and we'll taste. Would you like to taste?
I can't wait.
Okay.
Ah, this is really fun.
Isn't
just
it?
doing
Yeah.
this old-fashioned like
Absolutely.
this.
So I will give you your own little present.
Oh,
there.
it is like
Yep.
a little
Yeah,
present.
and then you can just open it up. You can just leave it right in the parchment.
Oh, you leave it right
Yeah.
in there?
And now I'm going to give you a little bit of Greek yogurt on top. This is that great creamy stuff.
I love that
yeah,
stuff.
I know. And here's the Moroccan pistachio.
Now, is this
and
going to be a
chilies.
little spicy?
That was a little bit spicy. Yeah,
I
you can
like
make
that.
it as spicy or not as you like.
Okay.
And then here's the pumpkin seed.
Ooh. Oh.
Isn't that fun?
Oh. Now, you know what? I never thought I'd yell, "Olé!" after eating pesto. Olé! Oh!
I love the pesto, but those little potato packets, what a kick in the
Oh, when you put that pesto on top, oh la la, it just made those potatoes sing. And you know, you can use cheese and nuts. Almost anything can be pestoed.
You know, that Linvia, she is something special, always coming up with these great recipes. If you would like to check it out, we will put Lynn's recipe on our website. Head off to king5.com and click on Gardening with Ciscoe.
You gotta try it. Up next, if you feel like indulging in an over-the-top plant, this week's plant pick is for you.
Plus, the lost art of picnicking from Lakewold Gardens.
Welcome back to Gardening with Ciscoe from Lakewold Gardens. We're in the nursery where you can get a lot of the cool plants you see in the garden. Yeah, like this beautiful tree peony and this herbaceous peony. Wow.
But the cool thing about our plant pick right now is that you don't have to settle for the herbaceous or the tree. This is a cross between the two. A tree peony that isn't, an herbaceous peony that isn't.
Yeah.
You treat it like one and not the other, but look at the flowers. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
And you're probably sold.
And get this, that doesn't just have flowers, it has side buds, and you deadhead those, and it just keeps blooming.
No way.
For at least a month.
It's not a one-shot deal.
It's not a one-shot deal. Yeah, you really want to add a lot of compost anytime you plant a peony, and it's got to be in full sun. This baby is going to go to town, let me tell you. And every spring, you could just add maybe some all-purpose and some alfalfa meal, and you only need to fertilize them once a year. Yeah, here, if you want to hand me the plant, I'll try and yank it out of there, Megan. And oh man, getting this out is a challenge. There we go. Oh boy, woohoo! Yeah, dig a big hole, Megan. We got some roots here. Wow, check that out. So it's so neat to see them, and they do come in other colors besides yellow.
But yellow is so shockingly beautiful.
Oh, yellow's going to be just
Let's see what
magnificent.
that looks like.
Boy, you already got the buds on there.
I know.
And the flowers are supposed to be just huge. We'll see, but they say they're huge. And then there's something else, Megan.
What?
So what happens is after they bloom, they get side buds. You deadhead carefully so you don't hit the other bud. And then they just keep pumping out blooms for about a month, from what I understand.
Wow.
Maybe even longer. So these are really the biggest new thing that's hit the nurseries for quite a while.
And those flowers, oh my gosh.
Man, oh man. Yeah, this is going to be so spectacular here.
I can't wait.
Boy, oh boy.
So this one is called Barcella Ito Peony. Barcella.
Yeah.
Look for them in your nursery. How about that?
Yeah, and I got one too. I couldn't, this is too good. I got to have one in my garden too.
Monkey see, monkey do. So if you are interested in that Barcella Ito Peony, it's a mouthful. You got to call your nursery because they don't necessarily keep it in stock. Now, the last time I looked online, cost $75. So it's not cheap, but it is beautiful.
Hey, that's just a couple of house payments. It's worth it, that's for sure.
In your front yard.
Megan, check out this new book about Lakewold Gardens. Look at that. Lakewold, a magnificent Northwest garden, and they're not kidding. It just came out, and it features the history of the garden, gorgeous photos, and some of the unique plants that you can find here.
Listen, you've got bookmarks, so I'm going to see what else you have. Oh.
The wolf tree. This is the most famous tree in the garden, and it would have been logged back in the old days, but something broke the main timber off, and so you couldn't use it for lumber, so they ended up with the coolest looking tree in the world.
I was going to say, now it's garden art.
It is garden art. Isn't it beautiful? Double trillium.
I have never seen one of those in real life.
Oh man, they are so spectacular. They've got them here under the wolf tree. And get this, they've got some for sale in the nursery. Oh la la!
I think my pocketbook just got a little lighter. I think this would just make a great gardener gift.
Oh boy, wouldn't it though?
And you can give it to me for Christmas.
Oh la la!
I'll put it on my wish list. You can buy it right here at Lakewold Gardens in the gift shop. Now, the proceeds from the book will help support the gardens so everyone can continue to enjoy them. Speaking of which, even though the rain's pounded down here, I love to just sit back, soak it in, and stay a while.
Well, guess what, buddy? I got a little surprise for you. Come with me.
What?
Hey, how's turkey sound?
What's all this for?
Well, I hate to admit it, but since you do so much digging, I figured I owe you a picnic.
At least, thank you. I think it's a first you've admitted it.
Yeah, we're not going to change that either.
This is fabulous.
Hey, this all came from Occasions Catering from Olympia.
Nice.
They do a lot of events here. And you know, anybody that wants to can bring their own picnic right here to Lakewold Gardens. Pick anywhere you want to have a picnic. Just leave your adult beverages at home and have a wonderful picnic here in the garden.
I think this is fabulous. Thank you very much,
You're
my
very
friend.
welcome.
And
Oh,
thank
la, la.
you for watching Gardening with Ciscoe today. If you would like any information about Lakewold Gardens, Occasions Catering, or anything else you saw on our show today, just head up again to our website at king5.com and click on Gardening with Ciscoe. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Hey.
Thank you.
Come to Lakewold Garden, have a great picnic, and don't forget to bring some Brussels sprouts.
Yum. I'll take Nanaimo bars.
Oh, man, does this look cool.